By 5 o'clock in the afternoon, the noise of a 1960s city is inescapable. Car horns blare, thousands of commuters rush the sidewalks, and the volume of daily obligations reaches a fever pitch. In 1965, this evening rush hour marked the daily depletion of Toni Morrison. As a 34-year-old divorced mother of two and an editor at Random House, one of the largest general interest trade book publishers in the world, she spent her days evaluating manuscripts and her remaining minutes caring for her boys. By nightfall, her energy was gone. Yet over the course of her life, she authored 11 novels, earned the Nobel Prize for Literature, and received the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the highest civilian award in the United States. She accomplished this massive volume of work by completely bypassing her evening fatigue. Instead of forcing tired words onto a page after dinner, she shifted her creative existence to the dark, silent hours before the sun came up. This level of output depends on the strategic decision to step outside the standard clock. Morrison produced her masterpieces by escaping the noise of the day entirely. Nobody actually enjoys leaving a warm bed in the dark. Waking up early is universally painful, and the human body naturally fights it. Even Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor who ruled from 161 to 180 AD, documented his internal fight to leave his blankets. As the leader of the ancient world's most powerful empire, he still struggled with the same morning reluctance we feel today. Every morning he faced an intense internal argument. His physical body demanded the safety of comfort and rest, while his intellect demanded that he rise and execute the duties of his life's purpose. In Meditations, his personal journal of philosophical reflections, Aurelius shamed himself into waking by looking at nature. He observed the plants, the ants, the spiders, and the bees, all instinctively performing their natural morning labor, and asked why he refused to do the same. The morning alarm serves as a daily courtroom. It forces us to choose between immediate physical comfort and the execution of our duty. This graph maps willpower against the day. The pre-dawn peak represents early freedom, where bosses, bills, and children exist only in theory. Watch the line collapse as the workday begins. This drop is the biological tax of minor frustrations and the exhaustion of constant decisions. High-level executives and head coaches exploit this exact biological window. They secure a tactical jump on their competition by tackling their most difficult tasks while the rest of the world remains unconscious. Ernest Hemingway, the influential American novelist and journalist, relied on this isolation. He sought out the physical cold of the early morning and the absolute absence of people to find his uninhibited creative rhythm. Waking early functions as a protective strategy to harvest your intellect. It allows you to use your best energy before the world taxes it away. Rising before the sun is a deeply embedded human technology. It has been practiced for thousands of years, long before the invention of the mechanical clock or the modern workday. Our ancestors utilized these hours out of survival necessity. They farmed their crops, they fetched water, and navigated the Sahara Desert, a massive arid landscape spanning North Africa, before the deadly midday heat arrived. In the 1720s, theologians like Jonathan Edwards noted a sacred quality in this practice. He observed that the pre-dawn quiet possesses a holy, redemptive character, echoing a long tradition of early rising for prayer and reflection. When Morrison felt too tired to wake up, she thought of her own grandmother, a woman who raised more children under far harsher conditions and still rose before daylight. That historical perspective neutralized her modern complaints about fatigue. The heavy silence of the morning feels sacred because it reconnects us to the essential survival rhythms that kept our ancestors alive. Using the snooze button is an active rejection of your own potential. Every time you press it, you voluntarily trade your most capable hours for fragmented moments of sleep. You are given a strictly limited number of mornings. This present moment is incredibly brief, and the opportunity to utilize it vanishes almost instantly. Forcefully seize that isolated hour. Grab the time before the daylight breaks, before the traffic builds, and before the distractions of the world demand your attention. The 11 novels Morrison published and the duties Aurelius fulfilled serve as the proof of this daily victory. They built their legacies in the dark. Weaponize this stolen silence. Use these isolated hours to finally execute your life's true work.